What's up, guys? I'm just gonna make a quick video here for I guess our pre-draft video. I just reactivated the league. As you guys can see in the group chat, we got rid of a couple guys. They chose not to come back, probably for the best for our league. I think they were a couple of the guys we had issues with getting lineups set last year a couple times. So obviously better, and we have added Ray. Obviously, majority of you guys know him. He's played in the league before. It's great to have him back. We also added Jason Cogdill. He knows some of the guys from Greenville, Michael and Dalton, and he plays in another league with many of us, and seems to be pretty active and competitive. So glad to add him as well. For obviously Ray and Jason. Obviously, you'll get to know that the group chat will be very active during the season. Everybody likes to talk quite a bit. Most weeks, I will have a video recapping the week. Obviously, based on my schedule, sometimes I'm not able to make that happen, and obviously it makes most of the league members quite sad, but I try my best to get it done. Just obviously, we're all adults. We all have jobs. I work a couple of jobs myself, a normal job, and I referee soccer, and the fall is college soccer season, so tends to have me pretty busy after work, so sometimes there's no free time to get that taken care of for the league, but I will try my best to get it done as much as I can. Obviously, with NFL ending on Monday and starting again on Thursday, that just leaves 2 days to get it done, so not a lot of leeway there for me. I have scheduled the draft for August 31st at 7 p.m. That is a Wednesday. Obviously, we can move that around however needed. Obviously, it'll be brought up in the group chat. Obviously, I need everybody to be able to make the draft, so we'll try to move it around and accommodate everybody as possible. Obviously, if for some odd reason we are not able to get everybody on the draft, we will do the best to get as many people there as possible to make it an enjoyable experience. In my opinion, that's probably one of my favorite things to do is draft the team. So hopefully we can get everybody there and come together at a good time. As far as draft order goes, all those that are returning, draft order is determined how the previous season went. For those that make the winners bracket, the further you go, the lower your draft pick's going to be. Obviously, if you win, you're going to have the last pick. And I know, some people may think that sucks, but in this league, at least from experience, we've had at least a couple back-to-back champions. So they won, picked 12th, and won again. So it doesn't tend to make too big of a difference there. And then as far as the teams that did not make the playoffs, they go to the losers bracket. And then to get the number one pick in the draft, you have to win the losers bracket. I believe Kenny has the number one pick this year, meaning he won the losers bracket last year. That's the way I've gone about doing it, to try to keep things competitive. Even though you did not make the playoffs, you still have something to play for in the losers bracket. And I just think it keeps things more enjoyable. And obviously, all off season where you're picking. So, if you want to start, doing some mock drafts in, May, June, whatever it may be, you have that available. For Jason and Ray, the two teams that left were picking 5th and 6th. So I just did a random draw to see who got to go where. Not that it's a huge difference in my opinion, but Jason is 5th and Ray is 6th. So that is the draft order. It is posted on the league homepage. I may post it in the group chat. I'm not sure again, but it's posted on the league page. If you go to the draft settings, it'll have it in there as well. I've already programmed that. So that is all set up and ready to go. A couple things, before the season. Obviously, if you guys want any kind of rule changes, or have any suggestions to make the league more competitive, or maybe just something you think would be good, and you want to suggest, feel free to suggest. I'm open to anything. Obviously, we need majority of the members to want to make that change, whatever it may be. Whether we, add positions, take away IR spots, add bench spots, change some kind of scoring concept, however, you would like to see the league go. I'm open for everything. I probably have heard of almost anything. And there's some things that I think would be fun, somewhat enjoyable. But I also know like some people aren't as into it as others, and so we got to keep it somewhat normal as well, so everybody enjoys it. But I'm open to any suggestions. Obviously, just shoot those in the group chat, or if you want to send me a personal message, feel free, and we can discuss and see if that's something we want to change. Obviously, we just have to do that before the draft and before the season, because mostly any change you're going to make can change how somebody may want to draft their team, certain strategies they may go into the draft with, and how they want to build their team for the season. So if that's something you guys want to do, feel free. Also for Jason and Ray, as far as free agents go, so typical, or like I guess the old school method of doing free agents, I think Jason's familiar because I think we use it in the League of Benjamins. Obviously, I'm not sure what Ray has been up to as far as fantasy goes since he left the league, but we don't do typical waivers where it's kind of you suck, you get the first waiver priority, all that stuff. We do what they call FAB, free agent acquisition budget. Everybody is going to be given $100 for the season, and then on Wednesday at noon, you need to have your bid in by then. Every day at noon, that's when waivers process. So everybody gets a 24-hour period to put in, at least after, during the week, a 24-hour period to put in bids, and then at noon each day, it'll process automatically, and it'll let us know, hey, this is who got what they bid, and then obviously it gets taken out of your budget. So it adds some strategy to it. It has been very fun, and obviously it lets everybody have the availability to get any free agent they may want. Obviously, you sometimes just got to pay a little bit more, and it just makes things interesting and fair, because obviously the old school method, waivers were processed if somebody was on waivers at 4:30 in the morning, and obviously I would take advantage of that myself. I would wake up. If somebody wasn't claimed, I'd claim right away so I wouldn't lose my priority. And then during the week, like, it was just free for all. Like, if somebody, let's say, in this case, I'm trying to think of something that could happen that would be realistic. Let's just say Alvin Kamara, tears his ACL Friday at practice at 2:30. Adam Schefter tweets it out. Now Mark Ingram, who's a free agent, is available for anybody to get, and it's just basically whoever can get on there the fastest and claim them gets them. I didn't think that was fair. Obviously, it's a benefit for me because I have my phone with me at all times. I usually have the ability to get on there quickly, but not everybody has that same capability. Obviously, based on your job, you may not even work first shift, you may work second or third shift, may have to sleep during the day. Like, it's just not fair from a competitive standpoint to have it like that. So free agent budget is great. I will look into ESPN and see if they made any changes to that to see, because currently, obviously, if you have a Thursday game and you got a guy questionable, obviously you're going to have to decide, that morning or the night before, how you're going to prioritize a free agent or his backup, since things process at noon. Like, there's not, waiting until right before the game to make that decision. Same thing goes on Sunday, and on Sunday you got to make that decision at noon. Same on Monday. Obviously, by that point, you don't have much leeway, based on everybody who's probably already played. But those are decisions you have to make. You have to plan ahead. Obviously, I think it keeps things fair and competitive, and you got to make tough decisions, just like anybody has to in real life, and these guys who own and manage the teams have to make sometimes as well. Obviously, if you guys have any questions on how that works or have better suggestions on how you think we should handle it, like I said, I'm all open to anything. And let's have a good season. I think we're going to have a good year. I will send out information in the group chat, in the next couple days on, sending payment. Obviously, any suggestions you guys have, and we'll get things taken care of and get the draft scheduled and all penciled in. I look forward to the season, and hopefully that belt can come to can come somewhere else. It stayed in Greenville its entire life. So I'm hoping something else can happen here. Best of luck to everybody, and I'll see you guys soon.